Oh, yeah, Chiefs fans. I know you guys are missing it. The weekend without the Chiefs playing is like a weekend with, I don't know, your finger in a light socket. You just keep pushing it in there and nothing's going on except you're just getting
I
shocked
probably drank that motherfucker.
because, it's just terrible. But we're coming off the bye week. 5-0, ready to get after San Francisco in their own stadium. But I do want to take a quick take back on this real quick. As we got out of the bye weekend and we watched the Dallas Cowboys just get their little panties dropped and their little bottoms spanked.
It's so many Dallas Cowboy fans that's burning their fucking memorabilia right now. It's ridiculous.
I did some calculations, okay? And as you know well, for anybody's a football fan, Dak Prescott took a $240 million contract with the Cowboys on 4 years. Now, ladies and gentlemen, I did some calculations. That comes to about, what did I say? I think it's about $60 million a season that old Dak is getting. And if you break that down, if you break it down to those 9 points that Dallas scored the other night, Jerry Jones paid $400,000 a point for that contract with Dak Prescott, and I'm pretty fucking sure he didn't even score a point. So there you go, Dallas fans. Enjoy that big fat contract. Ladies and gentlemen, it is I, Golden J.
Hey, they might as well. Hey, they should have just took that money and just threw it in the trash.
Listen, Jerry, I will take that money. I will take that money and put it to good use. I'm sure I can score much more than Dak can. It is the Indiana Chiefs Fans Podcast, and with me, this is brand new to them. It's good to have them. We got Carlos and we got Ike, super fans of the Chiefs, man. Welcome, gentlemen. For starters, I'd like for you to say a few words to Phil, who bailed out on us tonight. Go ahead.
Well,
Hey,
Phil,
Phil, you missing out, homie. That's your loss.
where you at, Phil?
Yeah, where you at, Phil? We don't see you. I'm looking. I don't see you, Phil. What's going on, bro? Yeah, I've been dying to do this, man. This is what's up. I like it.
Well, I'm glad you can make it. I'm glad you got on here. I guess let's start with Carlos. Carlos, you're a longtime Chiefs fan. Can you break us down to what growing up? When did you become a Chiefs fan? Is it straight out of the womb, or what was going on?
Well, I've always enjoyed playing football, especially against the ugly guy right there next to me. We grew up together, and we used to play in the little field and play football, dance, do all that kind of thing. But once I got into high school, I really became, a little active with sports. And, why not cheer and root for your own home team? I grew up here. So, yeah, I've always been a Chief fan, since I started loving playing football. And, as an adult, that's when I really started getting into the times of going to games, and probably became a season ticket holder a little over 8-9 years now. So, before that, I was paying on as much money as I could, get as many games as I could get to. But now I don't miss a game.
Hey, you hear? And all I'm doing is just riding his coattails. I ain't got to pay for no tickets as long as he's my friend.
Well, damn, man. If I'd have known that, I would have just started driving out, a couple times a year and getting hooked up with you, bud.
Yeah. I got
Yeah, he give me my choices. He give me like, hey, what game you want to go to? Which you get an out of state game and you get a couple of games at home. Which ones you want to do? He give me a schedule and I just choose from it.
Yeah, we have a good time. We have a really good time. Yeah, rooting for our team. As many games as we can make it to. Like none of the home games we miss. I can't remember.
Right.
Maybe one game in the last 9 years I've missed home game, and as many away games as we can get to. We get to the away games and have a good time. To root for our boys. Win, lose, or draw.
Right on.
Yeah. It's our time, bro. We the new Patriots.
Yeah, the dynasty.
Definitely,
Yes,
Yeah.
the
definitely our
most
dynasty.
hated team in the NFL.
Definitely our dynasty. I'm ready. I'm ready for the three-peat.
Yeah.
I'm ready for the
We gonna
three-peat.
do it.
Yeah.
I just think if the Royals go to the World Series and win that too, this town gonna be stupid.
Yeah, yeah. It'd be nice if they could
Yeah.
have, if they had made it. If they had made it, it would have been nice, you know. But you know,
Yeah.
it's coming.
That's
It's
too much.
coming.
We can't handle all that.
It's coming.
It'd have
We
been a
just got
lot
to
of
get some
cars
more
broken
attention.
into and all kind of shit.
It's coming. It's coming. Yo,
I'm assuming, and I'm not a baseball guy, and you have to forgive me. I mean, I'm a Kansas City loyalist, but did the Royals get knocked out? I don't
they
even
did.
know. Did they get
They
knocked out?
did. They did get knocked out.
Yeah.
Okay.
The
I'm not a baseball fan either, bro. I keep up on the highlights and all that, but other than that, no, I can't even go to a baseball game because it's too long.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah. It's
I
way
won't,
too long.
I won't disagree. There's just not enough action in
It's
baseball.
not, man. It's so boring. And the beer costs too much.
there, there you go.
well, you
I don't think I
definitely
don't
can
think I'm
tell
gonna
they're
like
better at a football game. So you know.
Hey, right, hey, cause hey, Carlos, you know we go into the game sometime and we be like this.
we
Wake up and be like, who won?
Oh,
it's been some exciting games where as long as we were winning before halftime, yeah, we kind of missed part of the third and fourth quarter.
Hey, sometimes we don't even make it to halftime. We just slept through the whole second half. Only
oh.
thing that wake us up was in people throwing beers at us.
Well, damn,
Yeah,
that doesn't sound like very much fun.
Yeah.
we've had some times. Yeah.
All right,
Yeah.
so let me ask you guys this: a long time. I mean, you guys are probably about my age, right? You know, born in the '70s, somewhere in there, right?
Oh
I
yeah,
just turned 51 last Friday.
Well, happy
yeah,
birthday, man!
I appreciate it. I appreciate that.
yeah.
I turned 51 in February, so I'm going to turn 52 in the beginning of next year. So yeah. What is looking back at over the years of being super fans and stuff like that? What are some okay? Let's break away from the Mahomes era, okay, and the Mahomes and the Travis Kelce, the Andy Reid. Let's break away from that. And we had a lot of down years in all there. And I joined up when Joe came to town. Coming from San Francisco is when I became a fan of the Chiefs. And when he left, I was like, yep, I'm going to be a diehard because I'd already bought a bunch of gear, so I might as well just keep it up. But what is through all of your guys's years of watching? What are some of the highlights you guys actually remember from those down years?
When we had Dante Hall. Yeah, when we had Dante Hall, man, yeah.
DT,
Yeah.
the
Hey,
Marty era.
Larry Johnson.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Priest
Yep.
Holmes. We had
We didn't have some squads. It's
yeah,
just
we had
we was
some.
just we didn't have no passing game. We had no passing game. We was just running our running backs into the ground, and that's crazy because we had hella good teams. It was just it was no passing game, none whatsoever. We didn't have no receivers, no none. It was just run, 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 and that was ridiculous. That's what was killing us.
We
Right.
always had a good defense, though.
Well,
We always had a pretty decent defense.
Oh yeah, yeah. We always had a squad, man. It just wasn't. It wasn't prepared right, and you know what I'm saying. I don't know how to say it, but we wasn't
We
put
couldn't.
together right. You
We
know,
didn't have a playoff team. We didn't have a playoff team.
right. And we wasn't. We was never a red zone team. We be in the 10-yard line trying to get in the end zone and could never do it.
right.
So it was sad because we
Yeah,
got this good squad and these good players, and we just couldn't win.
yeah.
And it was ridiculous, man. Now it's our time, man. Since Andy Reid got here, everything didn't change. It did a whole 360.
I agree with you. I remember the Elvis Gerbach days. Oh Lord,
Oh, girl
I
back.
rem.
Hey, but he wasn't bad though. He
He
wasn't a
wasn't.
bad
He
quarterback.
wasn't horrible, but he wasn't great. But
No.
No.
looking back at that time, and Andre Rison was the receiver, and I remember him coming over from Atlanta and
Yeah.
being
Yeah.
super excited about that. Tamarick Vanover, and he's
Yeah.
pre Dante Hall, but I remember being a giant Tamarick Vanover
Yeah.
fan. Dale Carter in those days, you know.
Remember we had Bam Morris.
Yes, yeah.
Yeah.
Remember when he come over from Pittsburgh? Isn't that right? Didn't he come from
Yeah.
Pittsburgh?
Yeah.
Damn. Yeah.
Yeah.
But you're right. We spent so much time in the running game back in those days that
Right.
we never really had anything going on. Shit, I had something on my brain there, and I forgot what it was. But
That's that age catching up with you.
oh, it's I think it. Yeah, they know shit. Fucking, I did. I was lucky the other day. I went into a room, and I actually remembered why I went in that room. Of course, it was take a piss, but that's not the point. It was the bathroom. But I remember Todd Haley going into a playoff game. I think it was either Larry Johnson or maybe it was Jamal. I don't remember which was the running back at that point, but I remember that Todd Haley just announced to the world that we are just going to run the ball. All we're going to do is just run it down their throat, and that's
And do what
they
with it?
finished the run off, and we've never played another game the rest of that season.
Yeah.
It's insane. It's insane.
Yeah. Yeah, we
What's
had
up, Bruno? Hey, Bruno.
Bruno's a big T fan too.
Yeah. You get his ass off me, his spoiled ass. Yeah, I've been dying to do this, man. I'm glad you invited me, and finally got us on here. This is what's up, and I'm looking forward to doing this again on a regular.
On a regular season, on a regular game, we'll talk about a game.
Yeah.
Right on. Yeah, we'll hook something up. We're gonna figure something out. Maybe I don't know. I got to look over my schedule. My schedule is crazy. That's why it's taken this long to get you guys on here. So, it's usually like last second I'm getting on to record these things with Phil or this season a few times on my own. But yeah, we just keep rolling. We keep rolling. So yeah, guys, I'm gonna be out there November 4th for Monday night, Tampa Bay coming into Kansas City. I think that's the next home game.
It is.
Hopefully I'm catch up with you guys out there in the parking lot somewhere. I'm hoping to get over and park next to you guys since I had a red pass. I won't be in the gold section, like you know what I'm saying.
Oh, fancy schmancy. Fancy.
I know.
Our tailgate spot
I
is the
wanna
best
hang out with
tailgate
you guys.
anyway. Parking lot D is the spot to tailgate anyway. So you need to come on over.
And we got access to all the porta potties.
There you go. There you go.
We do.
Well,
And
usually
traffic
usually from our spot we can see you guys. I mean,
Yeah.
from where Phil usually parks, we can usually see you guys right across the way over there.
Well,
you guys, what is go ahead.
I was gonna say, well, if you hear my music, you know where I'm at. Usually everybody hears my speaker. So I usually entertain as much as I can of parking lot D with my music.
Right on. Right on.
Yeah.
What do you guys
the
when you guys
music
cook up?
distracts people from looking at his ugly ass.
What do you guys usually cook up while you're out there tailgating?
Food.
Mostly chicken. Mostly chicken.
Long as it ain't pork.
No pork?
Yeah, he don't do pork. So, we do chicken, we do brats. He usually we can do turkey brats if he's coming.
He don't eat beef or pork. It's just chicken or fish with him.
I do I do chicken and fish. I do a bunch. But usually it's snacks and a lot of beer.
a lot of beer.
A lot of beer.
Yeah, it seems to me that the last time I did smash burgers out there, we sent one over for you, Carlos, and you're like, I don't eat burgers.
Yeah,
Like,
because
Yeah,
oh shit.
it got to be a turkey burger or something like that. But
I will
he
eat a
ain't gonna
turkey
eat no
burger. Yeah,
beef.
right,
Yeah.
right. But it smelled delicious. I was like, oh man, I almost broke down.
Let me tell you, man, we lay those down there. We smash them with butter and garlic, get them nice and thin so they get nice and cooked up. Throw an over easy egg and fucking peanut butter on that thing
Yeah, I
and
do remember
bacon.
that.
See, you just threw me
Ah,
I
off. You
do
threw me
remember
off
that.
with the peanut butter, man.
I do remember
Ike, have
that.
you
Yeah.
never had one without peanut butter?
You
You
threw
ever
me
had?
off with the peanut butter.
I'm,
That threw me off.
I'm telling you, man, it is a combo that you fucking scratch your head at, but it
And
is absolutely
that sound like
delicious.
hey, that sound like something we would have ate when we didn't have nothing to eat at home when we was growing up broke as fuck.
Come on, man. Peanut butter's a new rich man's thing. You know this
Hey,
shit
look, we
now.
ain't
It
got
is.
no condiments, so I'm gonna put some peanut butter on my hamburger.
Damn straight. Damn straight. Uh,
Let me
I'm,
put some peanut butter on my hamburger, see how it turn out.
and that's how the peanut farmer was born, right
Yeah.
there.
So I'm gonna have to bring Ike with me so he's there to taste that burger. I have to have you make him one.
I'm not
All
eating
right.
that shit. I'm
Uh,
not
Yeah, you
eating
will.
that shit, bro.
it is. I'm telling you, Ike, when you bite into that and that fucking yolk just crawls over top of that peanut butter and that
That
bacon,
sounds
oh,
disgusting.
you will look at me and you will thank me with all of your heart. It's like, what was I thinking?
You ain't gonna thank me when I throw up on your shoes like that one dude did when that game we went to and that boy threw up on my shoes, Carl.
Really? That's not cool. What the hell?
Hey,
Yeah.
this kid threw up on my shoes at one game we was at. I said, man, he about to throw up. And he got right by me and threw up all over my shoes.
Oh, that was horrible. That was horrible.
uh, that is not right in so many ways. So many ways. Oh man. Oh, not right.
Yeah, that was terrible. I was like, oh my gosh, he threw up all over my Jordans.
And it was the beginning of the game. The game hadn't even started yet. They hadn't even sang the national
oh,
anthem.
oh,
Yeah.
oh, and yeah. Oh, well, it could be that, or your what was it? I don't. Who was it? Was it the center that threw up on that ball in Green Bay, and then
Yeah.
Jordan Love just ran with it? It's like I'm not throwing it. He puked on it.
Hey, what about the players that be boo booing on themselves and keep playing?
Yeah. Wow. They under contract.
That's right. Got to play it
Like
out.
something
Got to play it
stink.
out.
Somebody stink. Goodness gracious.
uh,
I gotta go to the locker room.
yeah. All right, guys. So we are in the Mahomes era. We are moving on. We are really a dynasty at this point. Back-to-back Super Bowls. For the last 5 years in attendance at the Super Bowl, winning 3 of those 5. Andy Reid comes in straight out of Philadelphia, which I always found interesting. And let me get you guys' take on this. We seem to have we would do this along the way. We would get like the coaches that we weren't quite sure if they were ready to make the change, and they had lost and they just got fired. Andy being one, Romeo Cornell being another one that might have popped up, and that we took on as a head coach. Would
Herman Edwards.
Herm Edwards, yeah, exactly.
Dick Vermeil. Dick Vermeil who cried all the time.
What was your guys' thought when they hired Andy? I mean, honestly.
Busted a whole bunch of them.
Honestly, I was excited. I mean,
Yeah.
Andy was proving that he could get to the playoffs. And they had already at one time they had already went to the Super Bowl. So I was kind of excited. I was like, this is an experienced coach. I mean, Romeo was a defensive coach before he wasn't a head coach. He just took in the role. What was the other guy? Todd Haley? Todd Haley?
Haley, yeah.
Yeah,
Todd Haley was an offensive coordinator from Pittsburgh, wasn't it?
yeah,
Isn't that where he
yeah,
came
or
from?
something. See, it was something like that, and then he took over, and I was like, wait a minute. I mean, he didn't have the he didn't have coaches gotta be able to manage the team and you know make good play calls, and I don't think he
Right,
had the whole every. It just seemed like Andy had more of everything all together. You know what I'm saying? He
right.
was he was a proven coach, and Andy could
Andy is
control
a
the players,
winner.
and he could control the players. And he proven that he
Yeah,
could get
he's
to the
a
playoffs.
winner.
So
And he
Right.
know how to communicate with the players, with the
yeah,
main players. He know how to communicate. Him and Pat got a relationship.
Right.
He don't try to control everything. He give Pat some kind of control and let him choose what's gonna happen and who he's gonna play with and all that. So Andy was just it. Marty Schottenheimer was cool though. He just didn't. They wasn't spending no money. We was getting has been players that's already ready for retirement and stuff. So we could never get there. But more Andy came in and just changed the whole game.
Absolutely, absolutely. I agree with you. My first thought is that Philadelphia fired Andy for a reason,
yeah,
and I was kind of like, well, here we go again. We're getting a coach that was fired from somewhere else. And you know what? Andy Reid made me eat my words, man. There ain't no doubt in my mind. He came in there and has done what he's done, and he's been amazing. And I think he's going
Hey,
to go down as for the greatest Kansas
you
City
okay?
Chiefs coach ever.
yeah,
Here.
So
That's the
yeah,
one.
I'm excited. Um,
Oh,
Todd
this.
Haley didn't have the communication with his players.
You don't have
He
one?
couldn't do his thing.
Do you need it?
He wanted to be the boss, but yet
No,
he didn't know how
you
to
don't.
communicate and be a good coach. He just wanted to be the guy that pumped his chest and told everybody what to do.
Right, right.
And if you
But
ever get a chance, listen to him on I don't know, NFL Network on Sirius. He is an absolutely fucking terrible motherfucking podcaster that should be banned from doing it ever again. I'm just saying right now.
wow,
I mean, it's facts. That's facts. Yeah, that's true, man. It's terrible. Andy don't like. He really don't like interviewing and shit like that. He just keep it short and sweet, and he
Yeah.
keep it pushing.
I like how when he goes into his interviews, it's boom, boom, boom. Okay, the time's yours. And he gets in there, he gives you the facts. It's like, if I tell you all this shit, maybe you won't keep me here forever fucking asking a bunch of damn questions.
yeah,
That's what I like about his interviews. He gives you the shit right up front, and then they ask a few questions, and 9 times out of 10 they're kind of stuff that he's already repeated again, but or repeated at the beginning. But
And he'll call you out on that. He'll be
he,
like, "Didn't I just answer that
didn't I just?
question?"
Exactly.
Big Red is a good guy, man.
But
I was happy to get Big Red. Like I said, I was excited that when he came, he was already proven that he could at least get the team to the playoffs, and then we just needed a couple more pieces. And what the thing that we're not talking about the most is Brett Veach. That dude, that dude's a
yeah,
genius. Brett Veach is a freaking
and
genius.
but and then you don't hear his voice. You don't hear it. You don't hear about him too often either. He's like under the radar.
I'm
right.
just saying he makes some
Well,
strategic play deals. When he became in this role, when he took that role, nobody knew really a lot about him. And now, I mean, look at some of the players that he's you know allowed us to get to where we are. I mean, he's made some great negotiations behind the scenes where we've been able to make a solid team here in Kansas City. And so, Brett Veach is really, underrated. He's a great he's a masterpiece when it comes to building our team. And then
It's
you
our
got Andy
time,
who
man.
can make those great calls, And then, of course, we got QB1. So
It's just our time. It's
yeah,
well past due. It's our time.
well,
Just like
and
we going to be the first team to ever three-peat in history.
and don't forget, I agree with you, Carlos, on Veach 100%. And that's why for the past few years, it's always been in Veach we trust,
Yeah.
because you know that he's going to make the best decisions for this team, money wise and so on and so forth. But let's don't forget about Spagnuolo and
Oh,
what he's done
Right.
with that defense this year.
Right.
The play
Right. Because
calls,
it's ridiculous. Yeah. It's ridiculous because he didn't turn out. We already had a good defense, but now it's ridiculous.
right?
A ridiculous defense. Yeah,
defense
it
wins
is.
championships.
And it's crazy.
At 100%, at 100%.
Yeah.
They've been saying that for a lot of years.
Yeah.
Defense wins, but I just it breaks my heart to think that in a couple more years or whatever it may be that those guys are not going to be around, and then what are we going to do?
Yeah, because
That's
they
why I
all
mentioned.
old. They all fucking, they Methuselah old. Like, they used to do their homework on stone tablets and shit.
Right, right.
Yeah. They rode dinosaurs and shit to school. So, yeah, what the fuck we gonna do then? Well,
Yeah,
hey,
yeah,
you got to keep it pushing. They'll figure it out like they always do.
well,
Just like look at Deion Sanders and what he done deal with Colorado right now.
right,
Yeah, because Colorado is crazy right now with Deion Sanders as their head coach. They
right.
are acting a damn fool, and then his son is the damn starting quarterback.
Yeah.
Oh, Colorado ain't never been that good.
Well, they had, they definitely had a run. Go back. They had a run.
Left side is going to win it, but it's going to be a Texan touchdown.
Oh, wait, what was that? What's going
That
on?
was just something in the background. Something in the background.
I've been following Colorado, man, and I'm like, man, I'm like, he got that team together.
He did get them turned around. He get that turned around.
Yeah.
They yeah. All right. And it's the new hype. When you watch their game, the game they played the other day. It was so many stars there. They lost, but it was a great game. It was a good game. I mean, all down to the wire. High scoring, a lot of action. But you're right. You're
Right.
right. Some of the great players and like Andy was a good player himself. And so he
Well,
turned into
hell,
a great coach.
Andy played when they didn't even have face masks and shit. They was just wearing leather helmets and shit.
Yeah.
Oh hell.
All you see with his mustache.
That's all. That's it. You didn't get no face mask, no none of that shit. Just a leather
Uh,
helmet.
Oh,
well,
that's good.
I'm not much of a college football kind of guy. We're I'm about an hour south of Notre Dame, so we're surrounded by all the fighting Irish around here. But the other day, about 3-4 weeks ago, we decided that we needed to check out this Texas Longhorn team being quarterbacked by the son of a Manning. And did you guys keep up on him while he played?
Is his head as big as his fucking uncle and fucking father's head? Because they got
I
some
don't.
big ass
I
heads.
think it is. I think it is. I don't know that I saw him with his helmet off much, but he's a freshman coming into Texas there and got a chance to start a couple games, and that
And
fucking kid blew
he
it
ain't
up.
even got to wear a helmet because his fucking head is too big.
That's a fucking family
Oh,
dog. I mean, Manning
yeah,
was good too. Shit. That's a historic
yeah,
family.
Eli was the only one that can beat fucking Tom Brady
He
yeah.
did.
True that.
Twice.
Twice. Yep.
Twice.
Twice.
in the same manner.
Yeah, it's crazy. It's crazy. So, looking forward to the rest of the season, you guys. What do you see? What is going to be our roadblock to going to an undefeated season? Let's say. What do you think?
Our receivers getting hurt, injured. Our tight ends and our receivers getting injured.
Well, word on the street. Word on the street right now is let me get this right. Amari Cooper just got signed to the Buffalo Bills. He got traded off from Cleveland, and he's on his way to Buffalo. And Buffalo had to open up a spot for Amari to come into. Did you see who they released?
No,
No,
who
who
did
they
they release?
released?
They released MVS.
What?
Yep. They let him go out there in Buffalo.
How we end up getting Kareem Hunt back?
Oh, Jesus. This is the best fucking thing that has ever fucking happened.
So
he
listen,
know he
I
got to
got something
play.
to say about that. I got something to say
Okay.
about that. So
Okay. Hit me with it.
it was always destined for Kareem to come back. If Kareem had have been open and truthful, we would already have
Right.
started our dynasty. We'd probably already be, you know, instead of 3 Super Bowls with Mahomes,
Three-peated
we'd have
already.
had 4.
Yeah, we
You
didn't
see what I'm
already
saying?
three-peated.
Yeah,
Because
absolutely.
he definitely was on his road to having some of the breakout best years. You know, and when he went away, he didn't have the offensive line to give him what I mean. He still did great, but you know, I'm glad to see him
He
come back.
didn't do what he would have did here.
No, exactly. He wouldn't.
Because
But I'm
you
glad to
didn't
get him
hear
back.
his name none whatsoever.
I mean, he had a decent career, but he just didn't have the nucleus around it. But I'm glad to
All
have
right,
him back.
look.
And uh,
You know Tyreek really want to come back.
yeah, we can't afford him. We can't afford him.
Yeah,
We can't.
he really want to come back.
So what he's
He's
gonna
sick
do? He's
right
gonna
now.
come back and retire. Tyreek's gonna come back and
He's sick.
retire.
Hey, wouldn't you?
See,
Shit. Hey, I came back, got a ring, and I retired.
but he's not gonna play.
He's sick as hell right now, though.
But he's not gonna play. He's gonna come back. He's
No.
gonna come back and sign that 1-day deal. He's gonna retire as a
Yep.
Chief, and
Okay,
because
same thing that Chris
that's where his
Jones
legacy
did.
is. That's
Same
where his
thing Chris
legacy is.
Jones did. Chris Jones said, I ain't going nowhere.
Chris Jones, Chris Jones ain't going nowhere. But was it Jamal Charles?
Yep. Yep.
What was the
Yeah.
defensive guy?
It's
But
been several of them.
they ran
Yeah,
Yeah.
Jamal Charles in the ground, man. They worked him like a pack mule.
you said
They
that.
ran the
Most of our
shit out
rules,
of him.
most of our running backs, that was our game plan. I mean, the Nigerian nightmare. That's what we did. We ran the ball down everybody's throat.
Mm-hmm.
You know why? Why there ain't no fullbacks in football no more? Ain't no fullbacks.
Well, it changed the
There's
game.
nobody has fullbacks. You got the fucking running back and that's it. Ain't no
We,
fullbacks, no none of that.
but have you met Carson Steele? That's a fullback. That is a
He's a
fullback.
running back though.
No, that is a fullback. That guy is all fullback. He's just fast and heavy, and
But
you
it's
takes
only
like 4
one
people to
back
pull him
there. It
down.
used to be two. It used to be two. Now it's only one back there. That's
Nobody
it.
runs. Nobody runs the Wildcat.
Carson Steele, Indiana boy, right there, guys. You know
But
what I'm saying?
he's good though. Hey, he
He
got
is
some
good.
power and he know how to run that ball.
Yes,
Yeah,
absolutely.
yeah.
He got to protect the ball. He got
I
some
call him
fundamentals he to
Thor.
work on.
That's Thor.
Yeah, he got some fundamentals he work on. He's gonna be great.
He
He
is.
got that long blonde hair. That's Thor, man.
You're jealous of that long blonde hair, ain't you, Ike?
I like that. We got Thor on the team.
Absolutely. Yeah, man, I see a three-peat. I see it.
Yeah, I
You
do.
see
I
it
see
every
it.
week.
Yeah.
And you know, I don't care what the score is. Are they down by 10?
But we
I'm
still come
confident.
back.
Yeah,
We
I'm
come back.
confident.
The same thing the Patriots was doing, we are doing right now.
Yeah,
We could be losing by 2 touchdowns, 2.5 touchdowns, and we come back in the second half and we fucking get the job done.
absolutely.
That's what we doing. It's about time. It's well past due. It is. It's well
Absolutely.
past due. There's no way
Absolutely.
we won the first Super Bowl in history, and then 60 years later, now, come on, man.
Well, we didn't really win the first Super Bowl in history. We were
No,
there.
there.
Yeah, we was there. Right. We was there.
Let me ask you guys this real quick. And this is a topic that I've talked about many times on multiple podcasts that I do. Kansas City moving out of Missouri into Kansas. What is your guys' thoughts on that?
I don't want to see it
Absolutely
happen.
not.
I definitely want to see it
Absolutely
happen.
not.
There's you
It
go ahead,
makes
Ike.
no sense. I mean, it makes no sense. I mean, what's the question again?
How do you feel about do you want them to go or do you not? Does it not matter to you?
Go where?
Over to the Kansas side of Kansas City.
Absolutely not, man. That'd be blasphemy. That'll be blasphemy. We'll be just like the T-Bones.
Right.
No.
Be like the White Sox in Chicago.
Yeah, just keep it where it is. If it ain't broke, don't fix it.
What I don't want is us to lose our identity from being Kansas City, Missouri, and we go to Kansas City, Kansas, and then we'll end
Because
up like,
everybody already confused us. They
hold
be
on,
like, "Oh, you
hold
from
on,
Kansas?" No,
hold on, Ike,
motherfucker, I'm not.
hold on, Ike. Let me say this. Let me say this. I don't want us to become the Raiders. I mean, look how many cities they've been in. You know what I'm
Right.
saying?
Right, right.
Oakland, L.A., now Vegas. You know, who knows how long it'll be in Vegas? You know, I don't want Kansas City to start that trend.
No,
You
and
know,
Right.
we not. That wouldn't even make no sense to me because I already get tired of motherfuckers be like, "Oh, I'll be like," they be like, "Where you from?" I'm like, "Kansas City." "Oh, you from Kansas?" No, motherfucker, I'm not. I'm from
right,
Missouri.
right, right.
Come on,
Well,
man. I'm from
well,
Missouri. It's a
it's a lot.
bridge that separates us.
It is, and it's a lot of Kansas people who claim they're from Kansas City, but they really don't live in the city. They live in the
Yeah,
outer
but
skirts
you from Wyandotte County.
or, or Overland Park.
Get the
There
fuck
you
out of
go.
here. No. It's just
Well,
garbage.
all right, check this out. Here's my spot on this. To me, it does. I mean, because I'm not there. I mean, they're still going to be the Kansas City Chiefs, whether they're in the Kansas side or Missouri side. But for me, that's how I feel about
It
that.
ain't gonna be the same.
Exactly. And here's why I think that they should not leave, because Lamar Hunt built Arrowhead Stadium.
He
And if they
definitely
were
did.
to leave Arrowhead Stadium and where it's at right now, I think it's a kick to the nuts to Lamar and his legacy that
It
he has
is.
created right there. And I think
Right.
that Clark needs to stop and think about that for a few minutes, that his dad's legacy is on the line if he decides he's going to leave.
And
Hey,
don't
Joe.
don't think about the dollars and the money and
Exactly.
shit. Think about the what it is in the future. You can't just throw it away like that and just sell out. That's garbage.
Well,
It will never be the same.
Right.
Well,
Absolutely not.
here's the thing, Jeremy. I think what you just said is playing in the back of his mind, and that his dad's legacy is on the line, and everything of that nature. And it's going to take a little bit of you know. Uh, He's going to have to swoop the overall. And the reason why they was on the chopping block is, and why, because their contract is up in like what 6 more years or something like that, right? From
Right.
where
Right.
they're at.
Right.
They were thinking that the Royals are going to probably move into the downtown area. Well, that got shot down by the city. And then
Really.
yeah, and then they put a deal. They wanted to
Carlos,
raise
you
it,
know what? I'm really realizing how ugly your ass is, man. You ugly as hell, dude.
but we're on a podcast. You ain't even let me
I
talk.
wish I could put like the little blur thing over your face because you ugly as fuck.
But we're on a podcast. You ain't even let me talk. You must be a Dallas fan.
Oh, get that guy a Prescott jersey.
Hey, it's hard to look at his ass. I wonder why his frame keep freezing up and shit. Cause that frame tired of looking at your ugly
But
ass.
all we see is your nose. Damn, you back up.
No, put a filter on the motherfucker or something. God damn.
Oh.
We here to talk about football. And now how ugly you are. Not we supposed to talk about football, not how ugly you are.
Like,
Oh
man, we got to
shit.
keep looking at you. Ugh,
But it's
my
really
stomach
close to
bubbling.
Halloween. Hey Jeremy, it's close
My
to
stomach
Halloween. He needs to
bubbling
have his
right
mask
now.
on. He's scaring everybody.
Oh.
You are scaring everybody.
You got my fucking stomach bubbling right now.
Oh man. You guys, you guys got to stop. My damn cheeks are hurting for fucking laughing at your asses all night long.
This is what's gonna happen when you get on a podcast with your childhood friend. He's been ugly all my life.
There you go. Boom.
Yeah.
No getting over that one.
I've been ugly all your life, huh?
Oh.
And you still ugly the rest of yours. Okay, all right. I'm done. I'm through.
What was the question again?
We were talking about Arrowhead Stadium and Lamar's legacy. That's where we were
Okay,
at.
yeah. So let's listen seriously. So they put a vote. They were gonna have I think it was a 1/8 cents tax added on to pay for the new stadium and to keep them to renew their contract. And
Right.
That wouldn't have made no sense. So where y'all gonna put a new stadium down there? They barely got parking for the damn fucking
Right.
T-Mobile Center right now. They barely got parking for that.
Right.
It don't make no sense. Why move it? Just leave it like it is. It makes no sense. Leave it like it is. Okay, renew it. Renew the contract. Well, and he got the money too. I mean, damn, he own all that shit around there any fucking way. Yeah, he got the money to do that shit. I
Oh.
wish I could. Shit, I wish I would, and it still would. It'll be right where it's at. It's gonna stay right the fuck where it's at. I ain't moving shit. I'm gonna just upgrade the stadium.
Right.
I ain't
Right.
moving it. Yeah, I'm gonna upgrade it, but I ain't moving it. That's fucking ridiculous. It's bad enough we gotta pay 30. We gotta pay $30 for a 32-ounce beer. Damn.
We
I be
have our
wanting to fucking.
priorities,
I
goddamn.
want to fucking just turn tricks in the parking lot and shit. Shit. You're like, you got $5, sucky.
Carlos, sorry to hear about that. That your friend Ike's no longer coming to the games with you.
Hey, why you think that? Hey, you notice all them glory holes and shit in the fucking bathroom?
Damn.
You like that motherfucking is sucked 1,000 dicks for 3 beers.
Oh. Yep. I knew I stayed in the gold lot for a reason.
Shit. I don't even want to go in there.
Yeah, stay out of the porta potties in the gold lot. That's all I had to say. All right, guys, it's time to move on to our segment. Where are they now? Are you guys ready to listen and try to figure out what former Kansas City Chiefs player I'm talking about?
Yeah, let's go.
All right, here we go. This player, born May 11th, 1962, an American football player who was a quarterback in the National Football League. He played college football for the UCLA Bruins and was selected by the Minnesota Vikings in the 6th round in the 1985 NFL Draft. He played for seven different teams in the 15 different seasons, spending most of his time with the San Francisco 49ers and the Kansas City Chiefs. He attended the University of California at Los Angeles, where he received a degree in sociology. And as a Bruins quarterback, Collegiate career numbers of 177 completions on 315 attempts. His professional career started in Minnesota with the 142nd overall pick,
Warren
sixth
Moon.
round. No. Oh, God, I forgot Warren Moon was a quarterback in fucking Kansas. In his first 2 seasons with the Vikings, he appeared in 2 games. He spent both seasons third on the depth chart behind Tommy Kramer and Wade Wilson. At the end of 86, the Vikings placed him on waivers where he got traded or he got picked up by Pittsburgh, where he appeared in 5 games over 2 seasons from 87 to 89. He left there to go to San Francisco in 89. This looks like he signed June 13th, 1989 with San Francisco, where he remained for 5 seasons, his longest stay with one team in his career. He has a Super Bowl win in, 24, Super Bowl 24 in his first season with the team, that being his only Super Bowl win of his career. And then he was third in the depth chart, just so you know, in San Francisco, when he was traded in 1994 to Kansas City, where he served as a backup and then took the starting role in 1995. Hold on. He has, in a game against the Arizona Cardinals, he ran for a 76-yard touchdown, making that the longest scoring run by a quarterback in NFL history up to that time. At that time, you know, it's been. I'm sure they've gotten longer. He guided to the Chiefs to a 13-3 record. And then in 95, yep. And he remained a starter through the 96 season. Nope. He finished his career with some short stints. He signed with Green Bay. He was a backup in Green Bay and with the St. Louis Rams. And then he signed with the Panthers, which I'm not sure how long he was there for. But hold on. Personal life. Yep. Now he works for Consultation Wealth Advisors, an independent firm in Menlo Park, California. That is where he is today. 1995. What did I say? 13-3 in 95? Yep. Yep.
No.
No, it's not. It was not Gerbach.
Shut your ass up. I can say shut the fuck Carlos again. Fuck.
No,
Rich
it was
Gannon?
not. No, it was not. No, it was not. It was not Gannon. What a great quarterback, Rich Gannon. It was not Rich Gannon.
Damn.
This quarterback actually backed up both Joe Montana and Steve Young in San Francisco before coming to Kansas City and backing up Montana. When Montana retired, he took over the helm as starting quarterback.
Alex Smith.
No.
What?
Alex was after Gerbach. He was after Trent Green. He was after Matt Castle.
Look at all that old shit. All them fucking retirees
I know,
already
right?
coming to Kansas City. What? Who is it? Who is it?
Are you ready? Carlos,
Yep.
you ready? Ladies and gentlemen, the one, the only, Steve Bono.
Get the fuck out of here. I forgot all about him. What? You so fucking right. I forgot all about Steve Bono.
I have a Steve Bono jersey, which
What?
I bought back in the
I
mid
forgot
90s.
about
Yep.
Bono.
Yep.
Ha! And he was a decent quarterback.
He wasn't bad. He had that. He had a 13-3 season. They were predicting Kansas City to go to the Super Bowl against Green Bay that next year. Of course, we fell to 9-7, lost in the playoffs, and
Well,
just
how won't you go
the
lay
norm
down?
for the '90s, but for the mid to late '90s.
I
Bono.
forgot all about Bono. I, I sure forgot. I forgot all about him, man. Wow.
There is nothing more than I love seeing these old '90s clips of Joe Montana throwing to J.J. Burden or Tamarick Vanover running back. Obviously, Dale Carter, was amazing, and Dante Hall's run backs are legend fucking dairy.
Because nobody's ever did that
Yeah.
before.
Yeah. So, I mean, but it's so much fun to go back to the old school and look over these players. And I've been enjoying doing this at the end of the pods where we just talk about these players who I mean, Steve Bono, you guys totally forgot about him.
You bet not, Bruno. I'll kick
So,
your ass.
so I mean, it's just great to salt that again to remind you of some of the great players who have played with us over the years, even though we didn't get to playoff wins and didn't get Super Bowls.
Man,
I mean,
I forgot about Bono. That's crazy. And he was a decent quarterback, though.
He was.
He was.
Well, when you work under the masters for that long, Montana and Steve Young, you might pick up a few things.
I suggest you do.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. Yep. Yeah, if you ever get a chance, go back and look. How many quarterbacks have we taken from fucking San Francisco? Joe Montana, Steve Bono, Elvis Gerbach, Alex Smith. I mean, Jesus, it's like, we'll take San Francisco's leftovers. I mean, after Mahomes is gone, maybe we'll get Purdy. I'm kidding, Carlos. I'm kidding.
They coming for us next. They coming for us next week, though. Y'all know that they coming
they
for
ain't
us.
got shit. Their running games is done. All right, guys, we're gonna wrap this up. Hey, listen, guys, thank you so much for taking the time and hanging out with me on the Indiana Chiefs Fan Podcast. I'll bring you guys some buttons. I got a couple buttons I'll bring out to you when I'm get out there in the beginning of November. All right.
Yeah, you know how to.
I'm out of coasters, man. I'm out of coasters. Fuck it. Karen gave them all away.
I'm glad. Hey, look, I'm glad we finally was able to do this, man. Yeah, I look forward to doing it again too.
All right. I took all your coasters. All right, I'll see. Maybe I might have one or two left around here. Let me see what I can find. I'll pack them in my bags. All right, guys, we're gonna get out of here. Thank you once again. So yeah, from our little slice of Chiefs Kingdom right here in the great state of Indiana, which I know you guys are not in Indiana. How about them Chiefs? Later.
All right, bro.
Thank you for listening to the Indiana Chiefs Fans Podcast. You can find us wherever you get your podcasts, whether that be Spotify, Apple Podcasts, or Podbean, any of your favorite podcast sites. Be sure to watch us on YouTube. Just search for the Indiana Chiefs Fans Podcast. Also, check us out on Facebook for any updates on the Chiefs and all of our weekly posts. You can find us at facebook.com/INChiefsFansPod. Finally, go check out our Golden Mojo Entertainment website at goldenmojoent.com. You can find information about your 3 favorite hosts and all the other podcasts in the Golden Mojo Entertainment family. Those podcasts include The Call Guys, Golden Image Podcast, The United States of Paranormal, The Golden 80s Podcast, The Murdnerds, and A Court of Books and Booze. Thank you for tuning in, and how about those Chiefs?